Your inbox pings. Subject line: quarterly invoice. Action needed. The message is polite, perfectly formatted in your company's tone of voice, signed by your real CFO. Only one problem: your CFO retired last year. That email, complete with a working Microsoft 365 phishing page, was drafted in seconds by a cobbled-together chatbot called WormGPT. And its new turbocharged clones are spreading across the dark web right now. Today on MindSpark, Science Now, we're lifting the lid on the sinister twin of open-source AI. Jailbroken language models that turn anyone with a credit card into a capable cybercriminal. Buckle up. It's darker than you think. First, a quick rewind. In mid-2023, a Portuguese hacker known as Las took Eleuthere's OpenWeight's GPT-J model, stripped out every safety filter, and branded the result WormGPT. For €60 a month, buyers could ask it to write ransomware notes or craft polymorphic malware. When journalists traced the server, WormGPT vanished, but the idea refused to die. Fast forward to June 2025, researchers at Cato Network's CumLab's CTRL lab uncover two fresh incarnations on the resurrected BreachForums marketplace. Keanu WormGPT, which hijacks Grok, the conversational model from Elon Musk's Xianzin Zero WormGPT, which taps Mixtral-87B, Mistral AI's Mixtral of Experts engine. For $10 a week, or about $5,000 for a self-hosted license, subscribers get a Telegram bot that fulfills any malicious request without a hint of moral hesitation. What can these dark LLLs do? They automate phishing kits. Give the bot a target domain, and it scrapes LinkedIn and company press releases to produce brand-perfect spearfish emails, complete with tailored lures and polished HTML templates. They generate one-click malware. Ask for a lightweight PowerShell info stealer that exfiltrates to Discord, and it delivers working obfuscated code with comments for easy tweaking. They act as exploit coaches. If you're unsure how to pivot from an exposed Jenkins server to AWS keys, the model walks you through the chain, CVE by CVE, with sample commands. And they power multi-language social engineering, translating persuasion scripts into flawless French, Japanese, or Arabic, dropping cultural references a human scammer might miss. Because Grok and Mixtral handle 32,000 token contexts, attackers can paste entire email threads or codebases, so the AI can mimic style, naming conventions, even inside jokes. How do operators silence the built-in content controls that stop Grok or Mixtral from spewing malware? They use a jailbreak system, prompt a hidden block of instructions that forces the underlying model into a WormGPT persona, explicitly tells it to ignore any policy-based refusal, and orders it never to reveal the prompt itself. Criminals don't need the model weights. They simply wrap a commercial API key, often stolen or bought with fake KYC details, and relay every request through a Telegram bot. The cost is pennies per 1,000 tokens. The risk is offloaded onto someone else's cloud bill. Cisco Talos sums it up. Dark language models aren't inventing brand new hacks. They are a force multiplier. Tasks that once took a skilled coder a day now take a script kiddie a minute. Phishing gangs can beat-est subject lines like growth marketers, and ransomware crews can localize demands for every victim's language and legal system. Because these tools spit out endless variations, signature-based antivirus and spam filters struggle to keep up. Cut off one Hydra head and 10 slightly different ones grow back. This fuels the open-source dilemma. Mixtral's weights are freely downloadable under a permissive license, while Grok's API is paywalled, yet easy to access with disposable accounts. Advocates of open innovation argue that unrestricted models accelerate research and democratize AI. Critics warn that the same openness hands nation-state hackers and ransomware cartels a multiplayer cheat code. Right now, the cheaters are winning. So how do we fight back? Model providers are tightening rate limits, embedding cryptographic watermarks, and using anomaly detection to spot policy-violating prompts. But rappers can still proxy requests through thousands of micro-accounts. Enterprises are deploying LLM-aware defenses, machine learning filters that profile email writing style, flag sudden spikes in perfectly spelled messages from new senders, and detect code snippets that match AI hallmarks. Some companies route employee access to external LLM AP is through cloud access security brokers to spot shadow AI abuse. Policymakers are floating export control style rules. If you release open weights above a certain capability, you must provide a misuse prevention plan, watermark outputs, and log queries. Critics call it censorship. Supporters call it basic hygiene. Individual users still have a role. Practice good cyber hygiene. Use password managers, hardware security keys, multi-factor authentication, a healthy dose of skepticism for every urgent invoice that lands in your inbox, no matter how flawless the grammar. The Grok and Mixtral-powered WormGPT variants make one thing clear. Guardrails can be lifted without ever touching a model's neural weights. All it takes is a clever prompt, a stolen API key, and a Telegram bot. As more high-performance models go open weights and cloud quotas expand, expect an arms-race dark LLMIS packaging crime as a service, and Defender LLMIS racing to spot their fingerprints. Whether open-source AI remains the world's greatest accelerator of progress or mutates into the ultimate crimeware toolkit depends on choices being made right now by model builders, regulators, and the rest of us who decide which tools to trust. That's a wrap for MindSpark. Science now. If today's deep dive shocked, intrigued, or inspired you, hit subscribe and leave us a review. Your feedback is the best patch against algorithmic oblivion. Next time, quantum batteries charging your phone in 9 seconds. Hyper near future. Until then, keep your software updated, keep your skepticism dialed to 11, and just maybe double-check that next invoice before you click.